blog.
Okay, I'm back. And so is Mirror Attacks. Woo! My hero. You missed it earlier. I was asking you to name something as a kind of by way of an apology to for ignoring you when you were trying to help me with that shaker earlier. Right. I've still kind of got my tea, so I might just chat a little bit with the break screen on. Question. Yeah, I guess you can hear the music. That's actually kind of nice. I might turn the music up a little. No, I won't, because I'm talking. No, it's fine. It's fine where it is. What are you guys chatting about? Portal? Portal 7? I guess that's meant to be an and sign. I didn't hear they released a Portal 7. Yeah, I think Portal and Portal 2 are just amazing. I thought I was going to be disappointed by Portal 2, and I wasn't. It was just great. I think my favourite thing about Portal 2 was the sound design, and I don't mean just like the sounds in the game, although they were great. The way it reacts to the player's movement, the voiceover, the way that reacts to where the player is, and the way it feels so dynamic. Like, I've never played a game that made me feel the way Portal 2 did. Like, you could, in certain spaces, you could wait, and Stephen Merchant would be kind of rambling on about nothing in particular, and then as soon as you tried to walk out the door, he'd be like, no, don't go through there. And it just felt so real and so dynamic, and I just love to ever be in a position to do that sort of thing. But I mean, just the amount of voiceover you'd need to make a game that dynamic. So you've got kind of 2 minutes of voiceover you could play if the player's just going to hang around, and then also, you know, to make it so it changes depending on what the player's doing, and then just the coding to kind of to do that. It's very impressive. Okay, I'm going to get started again. You should now be able to see my Big Pharma screen. I'm just going to assume you can. So tell me if you can't. And anyway, okay, yeah, tell me if I can't. If you can't. So I'm going to do one more kind of session on this game. I'm going to see. I mean, it'd be great if I could finish this level. Yeah, I should be able to. Okay, I'm going to aim to finish this game in this challenge, in this session. Then I'll probably call a close to the stream. I think I'm going to be hopping on Squallmoles's stream later today. I hope I pronounced that right. Sam Murray's from Senshudo TV's stream later on today at 6. So yeah, I'll probably take a break to eat something after this. God, those little numbers, I've got to kill that. That's so frustrating. It's so annoying because I actually put that bug in this build. I've said that earlier. Anyway, anybody who's new to the stream, my name's Tim. I'm the developer of Big Pharma. I run a company called Twice Circled in this game as well as in real life. And yeah, this is the pharmaceutical strategy game. And yeah, thank you for watching. Okay, so what are we going to make next, guys? Oh my gosh. We have to make that. I mean, so okay, I was talking earlier about different cures and the way they have different market parameters. And cures tuberculosis is an interesting one. So this slope is not normal. Look at bronchitis, flat. Asthma, going slightly down. Cough, up and down. Stroke risk, a little bit variant. It follows the demand of hypertension. Look at this one, up, 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 up. So this is because of infection. So infection is the number of new sufferers per month and it's proportional to the current number of sufferers. Now, tuberculosis cures are highly effective. They will nearly always permanently cure someone of tuberculosis. If it's a successful cure, it will be a permanent cure. And that means you can reduce this demand quite quickly if you start selling tuberculosis drugs. But so you've got this weird thing where because the infection, because it's an infectious disease, you have this thing where basically if the demand is high, it kind of exponentially increases, and if the demand's low, it will it will stop increasing, and so you can quite easily kind of kill this disease off. I actually can't remember what happens, whether it gets, I think it eventually will start to go, if you get below kind of 75% demand, I think it will then actually reduce on its own accord, because people are basically dying with tuberculosis quicker than new people are becoming infected. By the way, guys, I'm a tea slurper, and if you find that so offensive that you want to turn off the stream right now, that's okay, I understand. Okay, so if we're going to make this tuberculosis, I'd better get the cryogenic condenser. Oh my god, and then we're going to syringe inject it. Well, we probably won't be able to syringe inject it straight away. Quite like to do something with a sachet maker as well. So it's an intermediate level, so AIs aren't doing amazing. Interesting, she's doing pretty good. That's Sasha. Barkley, come on, man. Do better. If I was his teacher, I would write at the bottom of his homework, must do better. Interesting. We still make it? No, we're not making that gout anymore. Our gout clout is better than our last one. It's not fantastic. It is got 3 side effects in it, so I don't know what you kind of expect. And our stomach ulcers is not doing very well at all, actually, whereas our appetite suppressant's doing very nicely. Can we actually convert our old stomach ulcers into an appetite suppressant? Oh, it's so little space. But this is not compact enough, is it? Okay, good. Advanced delivery, I like that. I will just let these get some more upgrade points in the meantime. So, to make this, we needed to go, so we go dissolver, evaporator, dissolver, evaporator, autoclave, dissolver, autoclave. Yeah, we can fit this in. It'd be really nice if I could have that like that. Oh, this is tricky. What if we turn it like that? Yep. No. I'm like, yep. No, that doesn't work. Okay, it's a bit crap. I might. I could probably do this better, couldn't I? It would do. Oh no. Stupid. Oh. Okay. Now that is interesting. That is a fault. There's no way of me neatly being able to force this way, because it will automatically go straight, which is not what I want. And what if I drag it the opposite direction? Ugh, that's weird. Ugh, that's messy. I don't really like that. Tirana, I know what you mean about curing tuberculosis. So that's the interesting thing in this game is it's up to you what you want to decide to do. You can follow the challenges, obviously, but, you know, are you trying to be, you know, a good... Oh, fuck. What have I done? I've broken this, haven't I? Did I delete something out of it? Oh, God. I'm sorry. I'm getting just so distracted that I've just, like, not actually didn't actually put the rest of this production line into it. That's there we go. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, Tirana. Yeah, I mean, you can choose what you want to be about. Do you want to try and be kind of, you know, not like the other guys? Do you want to, like, try and make a pharmaceutical company that's here for the good? Oh, this is awful. I don't like that. That's, yeah... It's an annoying aspect of the belt simulation just there. Belt system just there. Or do you just want to kind of make money? And, you know, if you want to try and fix tuberculosis in every single game, you can do it, and you can try and do it even when it's not profitable. But you'll find if you get the demand low enough, then it won't be profitable anymore. Distracted. This is why machine to machine is great. Yeah. God. Okay, guys, you need to start a forum topic and just discuss. You know, and like, tell me which you prefer. I mean, I'm gonna make it so machines don't buff against each other because I want to. Okay. So dissolver, evaporator, autoclave. T-stracted. Yeah, I'm actually starting to get a little bit of unresponsive UI here because of the frame rate issue, which you might not actually be seeing at yours because you might just think it's lag on the stream. It's not. It's actually a little bit of lag on the game itself, which isn't ideal. It's just, we've got quite a big factory. I noticed it definitely is worse when you're streaming, because obviously that takes up a load of your CPU. But it's on the CPU, it's not on the graphics, interestingly enough. So yeah, it's something I need to work on. It's quite tricky because it doesn't matter what the game looks like. There's a load of processing that's going on in the background to make the production lines keep running, and unfortunately that ends up causing kind of little spikes, little lag spikes every kind of few seconds. And it's difficult to spread the calculations across multiple frames because they need to go simultaneously, because the drug at the very front of the production line needs to know what the drug at the back of it's doing, or vice versa. Complicated. This is tricky. Real tricky. Yeah. If I'd made that other production line a bit better. Okay, can we improve this just a tiny bit more? Move that. Yeah, why is that up there? Move that down to there. I think that does it. And then. Yeah, and then we can go around the back of it. Okay, phew. Is it rendering everything? No, it's not rendering everything. It's actually the calculation that's causing that. Because look, notice these animations. These animations aren't running, they're running still at kind of 30 frames per second, which is, okay. Oh god, it's not going to move, is it? What the problem is it does all the calculations for the processing tick. So when it creates all the new drugs in the machines and when it moves all the new drugs, it has to do all that in a single frame. Yeah, the thing is, well, I could, avoid moving all of. I don't want to get into massive technical babble in case it's not fun for most of the people watching. But I could delay doing the movement until it's finished the whole calculation, and then do the calculation over a couple of ticks. Yeah, maybe that is the solution. Because actually the player's not going to notice if the movement happens a tick later than normal. Yeah, I think that's probably actually a nice solution. Yeah. God, this isn't going to fit in. Oh, but I've got all this extra space down here, don't I? Okay, we're okay. Dissolve it. Okay, then we need another autoclave. Tea. You guys like tea? I sure do. Agglomerator, evaporator. You ionizers mean nothing to me. Oops. I rarely bother calculating production lines twice. I generally copy them because I find it kind of gives my brain a little bit of time to relax. I kind of like that. It's a weird little part of the game that you kind of have this copy bit. Oh, that's so sweet. Don't you just love it when a production line works out? Oh, that's so sick. Love it. I wonder how Factorio does it. Yeah. I wonder. I bet the developer of Factorio has some amazing tricks that I could use. Although Factorio, correct me if I'm wrong, runs on a constant tick, whereas Big Pharma runs on this very finite tick that happens every 3 turns. You have the movement tick, which lasts a second. That's when the movement all goes, and then the machines all move, and that lasts 2 seconds, and that's when they animate. And again, it doesn't work on this thing where these drugs can't move into the same square as the one in front. So this drug here needs to know whether this drug here is moving. Otherwise, it can't know whether it can move or not. So you do need to have all of that information at once. Whereas with Factorio, as far as I can see, each bit just gets pushed it forward, and if it hits something in front of it, it just stops. So it does have a different kind of system architecture. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sure the developer, not that he'd be able to, he could share the information with me, I'm sure, but I'm sure he's got some amazing tricks for performance optimization. But it is a slightly weird problem given the style of the game that I'm going for. I was so keen to have this thing where you have these individual kills on your belt, and it's not just like, I could have honestly used physics to do it. I could have had each belt just pushes the one ahead and it would be physics based. I didn't want a physics based 2D game because I think it makes them kind of less perfect. I wanted it to be like, you know that one drug is going to be sold every single tick. I think the solution earlier was the interesting collision calculations was the big drain. Okay, well that's the physics thing. I think the solution is probably to actually spread the work out over a few ticks and cap the time that it spends doing that calc. Well, put it into a separate thread basically, and well, Unity doesn't actually have multi-threading, but it doesn't really matter. Spread it over a few ticks, and then once that calculation's finished, then let everything move at once. I think that's probably the solution here. And it does only affect the game when you've got a really big factory, and so obviously I'm only just starting to kind of get that with people playing for long periods of time without the game crashing, It's going to one step at a time. First make the game stable, then optimize. I really need to play Factorio, by the way, because by the way, the differences I'm saying between this and Factorio, I'm not for 1 second saying like one's better than the other. I actually haven't played Factorio, but I know people like rave about the game, so I'm sure it's excellent and I really need to play it. I wasn't actually aware of Factorio when I first started developing this, and then I became aware of it, and yeah, I just hadn't managed to get a chance to get on it. Maybe I'm subconsciously kind of scared it will be better than my game. I think hopefully they try and do different things. Let's put it diplomatically like that. That's not a problem for me, is it? So, we're making some good appetite suppressant. Right, I kind of, in this big chat, okay, Cliff's tweeting me and Skyping me now. He should know that he's just been on my stream. He should know that it's going to pop up. I will get to that in a second, Cliff. Syringe injectors are expensive. We wanted this cryogenic condenser because we're going to make, I can't remember what it was now. Cure tuberculosis, of course it was. Oh, look at that, it's still going up. It's going to make us so much money. Yeah, we've got actually loads of money now since we made the appetite suppressant. Oh, that's kind of cute. Oh, it's inefficient, but look at this. You can send your. Okay, I'll do it one more time. Anyway, sorry, that was probably the weirdest thing I've done on stream so far, and I've slept D on stream, so that's saying something. I just got full exploring. Research is back. Oh, I should have upgraded this a couple of times. Planning permission. Oh, I want the analyzer. I haven't really needed the analyzer, have I? Okay, sorry, my tablet turned itself off again. Oh god, I need a second monitor. So stupid, I know. But my flat is really small. I work on a laptop. This entire game was made on a laptop. Which also isn't going to be the best for streaming, if I'm honest. Straight up. Okay, we've got that cryogenic condenser, don't we? So we can make it. Okay, let's do it, guys. Okay, we're going to use the whole of this building to make tuberculosis. It's funny, it was our very first ingredient and we've just run with it the whole way along. Okay, we'll start with a ionizer. Here we go. This is looking good so far. Interesting. Factorio's survival, tower defense. So, yeah, it's about fighting. Yeah, but they're both kind of craft. Sorry, yeah, logistics games. That's a good way of putting it. Like Anno or Settlers, whatever you want to say. This game actually really the victory. Actually, no, it wasn't in the end, was it? No, forget what I was about to say. I was about to say this game was really inspired by Settlers, but it actually wasn't in the end. I went for a different system than I was planning the whole way along. Don't worry, I'm kind of not making much sense. Wait, make sure I am actually making the right thing. Yeah, it's this one, which I need the extra ingredient for. Oh, I've got these guys just sitting around. free. I don't really need those guys. I'm going to import this ingredient to mix with it because our catalyst is already in the right place. And I think it will just, in fact, yeah, it will fill these 2 slots. We'll end up with an extra gout, which is good because it can't be a bad thing. And we'll also get our catalyst in place. Yeah, I was very keen for this game to be a business game. You know, it really is following the footsteps of games like Roller Coaster Tycoon, where the game's all about making money. And it's not because I'm some mad capitalist who's obsessed with money. It's just because I love the instantaneousness of those games. Like, games where your resources are money, often you can build instantly. Like Roller Coaster Tycoon, you can build everything instantly, although new roller coasters get unlocked over time. Transport Tycoon's the same. And I really like that instantaneous nature. And when you tie that up with like a really sweet little kind of like, you know, cute little graphics and stuff moving around, like the trains moving around. I've got this the wrong way around. Trains moving around on Transport Tycoon. Ugh, it just doesn't get better. Like, just create this little thing and you watch it. It's just something really satisfying about that. Because so few games actually have money in them. It's really weird. There's always something else that's used as your resource. Okay, agglomerator. I'm getting a little bit better at talking while I play. A little bit, I stress. Which is normally what I say just before I make a huge mistake. Okay. Dissolve that. I'm actually working this out again. I'll have to scroll around. Yeah. When did I say I was confused by this game? Oh, I probably did. I'm just confused generally. I mean, I totally understand how this game works. I just make mistakes, which is good. I like that. It forces you to make mistakes. I actually only needed to go down by 1, didn't I? Let's actually do it like that. Because the cryogenic condenser is going to automatically double the concentration, and so we might as well. It makes no difference whether we move down by 3 or we move down by 1, because double of lots is lots and lots, quite simply. Hello. I've got that the wrong way round. Look, that didn't take me too long to notice. Okay, so that will double the concentration, but it will also upgrade our treats from bronchitis. Okay, this is when a UV cure would be excellent, because a UV cure would very cost effectively get us all the way down to a concentration of 1. We haven't unlocked that yet, because we're going for the syringe. So, you know, probably the people watching this understand, maybe have already played the game, I don't know, but all of your machines are basically two-purpose. They change concentrations, but they also upgrade cures and remove side effects. So the ultraviolet cure, you'd normally only get to do to reach very high level cures. But actually, it's a pretty damn efficient way of reducing the concentration all the way to 1, regardless of what drug you send into it. And so that actually would be a very cost-effective way of wait, what? What's going on? Yeah, of getting down to there. Instead, I'm going to have to run it through 2 autoclaves, which isn't quite as good, and I don't think will even get us all the way. I think we're going to have to use that spare ionizer too. Oh god, we should move this over here. I kind of couldn't decide where I was building my production line, so I've actually built it in the middle. Wait, no, this is stupid. Let's wrap back on ourselves. Okay, good. Almost made a huge mistake there. I was thinking, let's leave this socket available, but actually let's just cover it up, and then better use of our space. So some of your buildings will be socket limited. So our first production line, we've actually got a bit of spare space. Sorry, first building. We've used all of our sockets up, except this one down here, but one socket's pretty useless on its own. Whereas this one, it looks like we've only got, we've got 2 inputs. We're going to use 1 output, and we're going to fill most of our factory. And so that's a thing. And I didn't actually look at see if we could get rid of any side effects on the way. We don't need to. That's beautiful. That's poetry. And this is when you want to have a syringe maker, because that would make this very, very good. But the syringe maker is quite a way away, so for now we're just going to use a pill printer. There's no point of using the... actually... With our... It might be worth using the creamer anyway. Creamer adds 30 to the combined value, process cost of 20. Pill printer adds 29, so it's actually better to use the creamer. Yeah, I think I need to nerf the creamer, because it shouldn't actually be the case, because we have upgraded our pill printer. The creamer is meant to have a process cost of 30. It's currently got 20, and it just shouldn't. Okay. Although creamer costs more. So. Oh, we won! And we did it in the master time. I didn't think I'd manage it in master time, because I've not been super efficient. Interesting. So obviously I've not made it too difficult. Well, certainly not on the intermediate levels. I think it will be a little bit harder up there. So yeah, I'm actually gonna call it a day for now, guys. I'll have a little look through chat, because I've not really been reading that very much, just while we watch this thing. We just made our mega cure, and then we won the game. Twice tuberculosis away. Tuberculosis. 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 Okay. Let me have a little look through chat. Apparently Miratex is having more good ideas, and I'm not paying enough attention to him. Okay, sorry. In the time you could analyse and test for the max effect. Yes. Yeah. Could have. Interesting idea, Podster. Yeah, Miratex says the ingredients are randomised each game. So, not necessarily. So earlier I gave an example of how, depending on whether the relieves hypertension spawns at this end, the concentration, that will actually fundamentally change the way you attack that particular cure. You actually might want to start with an autoclave, because that halves your concentration down to 7, and then you can just use a dissolver to get it to that 0 to 6 requirement. Because actually pinning together a load of ionized and dissolvers, it's actually a really inefficient way to get down to that concentration. Yeah, an autoclave would definitely be more efficient in that circumstance, especially if you upgrade it. So straight up there, you're going to start with a different production line. If you're using autoclaves, then you need to split your line between them. You might actually not even bother if you end up... Let me have a little look. Hypertension. I think actually that line doesn't have any catalysts, so you're not going to be going for process times of 2. So actually, yeah, you want to split your autoclaves using T-belts. But yeah, and then the other thing that makes a difference is the side effects. So what was it? This calms acid reflux. No, the gout. The liver disease medication was so much better than the gout medication because of all these side effects. Okay, so those are randomised every single game, and so you are going to want to make different things. Your question was more whether it's more efficient. Yeah, generally speaking, yeah, there are like the most efficient ways of progressing between each of those cures, because the cure upgrade reactions are the same. But you might want to add things to remove side effects. You might want to be thinking about whether you're going to be upgrading it to something new later, because if you're ever going to have to use a process time level 2 something, then you don't have to worry about keeping everything at process time 1, if that makes sense. So there's things like that. There's always these extra considerations you have, even though that it is basically a fixed upgrade path for each cure. Thank you very much, Tarana, for the kind words about streaming. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, obviously I've made mistakes, and I kind of like jumped out at a sec when I didn't even need to. And the it's probably not the highest quality stream you've ever seen. And there's no music during the breaks. But yeah, I hope you found it interesting, and I will do another one every now and again. It's not going to be something I do very often, but I will do it for kind of special occasions. Maybe when I release updates, so I can show off the latest things. I'm going to keep doing video blogs as well. I like video blogs because you can access them when's good for you, rather than having to be here at a certain time. I might put this stream up actually, as split it up into a few video blogs. I think I'm recording it. I hope I am. I think I'm recording this locally as well. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm definitely going to be checking out the forum. I think that would be the best place to discuss things. That's the whole point of a forum. It's called a forum for a reason. And I think I encourage you all, if you've got more feedback for me, to just make posts there. You know, create your own posts. I think I need to make a new board, which is like just ideas, and then another one which is for like UI glitches and that sort of stuff. If you spot any glitches, screenshots are always good. Yeah, but sorry, I should actually leave the game, give you guys a little bit of closure. I'm just gonna save this. There's all my test saves. About to win. Show me the money, just in case I want to hop back into this. But if I leave, oh yeah, master ranking. That feels pretty good. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna head off now, and yeah, if you guys want to grab me or anything, you know, you can tweet me, whatever. It's pretty easy to get hold of me. So thank you. You can upload from Twitch to YouTube anyway, Tim. Oh, awesome. Okay, very cool. You should do update streams videos like Prison Architect. Not sure if you can do it as a discussion with someone. Oh, maybe get Cliff on there. That would be awesome, actually. Yeah. Who just says yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna end the stream now. You can obviously chat as long as you want in the chat, and I'll monitor it. But I'm gonna stop the stream now. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.